Hello, yeah. Spooktator Bob here. I'll give you a quick view of the area. Now this is nothing special, but people are telling me, because I'm always saying, I never make videos because I never have anything good to show you. I don't want to waste y'all's time. And some people are telling me, hey, you don't have to get a ghost or anything on camera for us to not watch. No, just seeing places, get some video daylight so we can see some things. And make videos anyway, kind of exploring, and people are interested in that too. Excuse me, I don't talk very well. People are interested in that stuff too, and at least want to see sights and places and dream they could be there. I know I watch videos and see people in places I wish I could be there, and I put stuff up and people's like, boy, I wish I could be there. Looking west. I know the color's not going to be right, but believe me, that sunset's beautiful right now. I wish I had a good professional photography equipment and capture that. This is out my front door. Now I'm on the road a little bit, but still, this is pretty sure what I look at. My front door. And yes, I know there's a blotch down on that screen, so. So that's what I'm doing, just trying to get y'all a little bit of a view. I've done this before, I know, but how many places I can go. Too many things. There are things that are government property with restrictions, or it's private property and you can't go on it, or always a problem somewhere. Keep an eye on the house up there. I want to check it out. And there's another barn. Remember my haunted barn video a few weeks back? Well, that's not it. That's a different barn. And now I don't know any stories on it, but it looks cool because it's sold. I can investigate it anyway, even if there's nothing there. Little structure back there. I don't know if you all see it or not. I'll try to zoom in. Maybe it'll focus. I don't want to step on it anymore, especially right now, the time of year it is. Snakes be crawling probably underneath of it. End up biting you. Got a little pond right there. Can't decide, because sometimes I come out here, it's mowed, it's like, wow, it looks great, it's mowed and looks great. Other times I come out here and I see it's growing up like it is, and all these weeds and stuff sticking around in different places, like, wow, it looks great, it looks natural. You can see the weather has been, last winter, been rough on those trees and everything, so that's all mangled up back in there and stuff. There's a lot of bunny rabbits stay down there. And don't be surprised this camera just cuts off all of a sudden, because I don't know how much battery power this thing has. It seems like there's times when I look at it, it seems to have plenty, it goes dead quick, and other times I think it's about to die and I'm able to get quite a few minutes in. I don't think these things are accurate. It's a Fujifilm AXR. Wish y'all could see that sunset as I'm seeing it. Sun's down, I'm not looking at the sun, or it's already down, so it's a real quick scan. Now we'll go into a little bit of details about this area, and some things about my thoughts here on ghosts. Now I believe Christian religion. And there's certain beliefs. I don't want to go to arguing with people about stuff, debate. I have my beliefs. You may have yours. I don't want to get in debates on that stuff. So, some things people do, I just know, I think it's a waste of time. I don't believe in it. I don't think it's true. A lot of things I see online, ghosts and things like that. Ask yourself this question. I think I've mentioned this before to you all. I can't remember quite, because so much stuff. I go through so many things every day. I forget what I've said and what I've not. But When you see a picture of a ghost and it's wearing clothes, at what point do clothes become spiritual and die to cover a ghost? Nah, that's what you call a dead giveaway on a hoax. Something else I find funny is when people go to other countries and everything, like we'll say Germany, and they go over there to make the little shows and they talk to the ghost and the ghosts are speaking English. Of course, I don't know what ghosts can or can't do, but if they're speaking English for us, I don't think English is the universal language, even in the spiritual world here. I have my doubts on the fact that they may have their own language. That might be another, I mean, what language do ghosts have, Is it all English? Wouldn't German ghosts be speaking German and Japanese ghosts be speaking Japanese and so on? I mean, Germans come over here and took their show back over there, and the ghosts over here are speaking German, not English or Spanish or French or Native American language of some kind. I'd be like, yeah, I think something's wrong here. All the ghosts I've ever talked to, which I'm not saying anything, but all the ghosts I've ever talked to, they spoke English. So just point being is, just think about some of that stuff, y'all. Think about it. Now, one of the reasons I'm doing this is to give y'all more daytime views, but also because I've done the similar thing on another channel last night, a political channel. And I went back and watched it. I liked where the sunset was silhouetting me. I'm hoping to get that kind of same effect tonight as the sun drops, if the camera battery holds out. And part of me where I'm large, I wobble side to side and I walk, so this is going to be very, very unstable. I would walk further up there, but I don't have my shotgun on me. No, I've got a couple of knives. I mean, for what I hear about dog man and stuff like that, I don't think a knife's going to suffice. Ooh, did you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that or not. Something splashed on that pond. I don't know if a frog jumped in or if a fish jumped or what. I don't think it was a dog man. I think the splash would have been much louder. And considering the terrain here, I'm pretty sure I would have seen it. And people reporting them things getting like 10 feet tall. And they going 10 feet's a whole story in some measurements. Like 10 to 14 feet is considered a story. Don't know exactly, I think they need an exact measurement. 10 feet exactly is one story. Over that's over a story. Now it's got to be a span of 4 feet. Well, okay, well that's a story. So is 12 feet, 13 feet, 14 feet. We'll accept anything from 10 to 14. Over that's not a story. None of that's not a story, no. 10 to 14 story. Kind of the way people are. Yes, I like being silly and comical when I can, if that makes you laugh. Some people find things funny, some people are like, that wasn't funny. Well, nobody was talking to you, now was he? I was speaking to everyone equally. Which becomes a problem when some laugh and some don't. People get into it in chat rooms. That wasn't funny. Somebody says, oh yes it was too, I laughed at it. All of a sudden they're arguing about something. This Spooktator Bob character thinks he's funny and he's not. I think he's hilarious. Yeah, well if I come to your house and blah blah blah. Okay, y'all calm down. Nobody has to enjoy a joke or not enjoy the joke, and you ain't got to force your opinion on others. You can say, I didn't think it was funny, but now when you're talking about going to somebody's house over a joke, or an attempt at a joke, okay, part of the problem is you got no sense of humor and you got a violent attitude, and that's a problem of its own. Don't be going to people's houses. Don't be threatening people. Don't do like I do, okay? Dogs barking. There could be a dog man out there. Actually, there's dogs all over the place up here, and hear them barking all the time. From things I've seen lately, I'm very serious. We got dog men up here because they say that dog men don't like alarms, as we're calling them, and will kill them because they like to be stealthy. I'm like, well, if you're making the dog bark, You're not very stealthy now, are you? That's what it is. They want to be stealthy and they can't be because the dog catches them and it makes them mad. They're mad because they're not stealthy. See, to be stealthy, you got to fool. You can't just fool people. You got to fool everything. We use dogs as a means of hearing and seeing and smelling what we can't. If you're going to be stealthy, you got to get past the dogs too, buddy. When they hurt your feelings, you're making the dogs bark. You ain't stealthy. That's where that goes. Yeah, that's me just aggravating dog man if they can hear me. I better shut up and here by myself without a shotgun. They get all mad here and might come at me. I think I hear a vehicle coming down the road. Anyway, yeah, main point tonight, aside from just getting a little daylight and explaining, though, that I need to, people ask me to do more and more daylight so they can see better. I don't know what you want to see me for. I'm nothing great to look at, but here I am. No, so they can see more stuff. No, I don't have to be capturing ghosts. They want no, just the adventure is good. The people who are into ghost hunting and aliens and cryptids and UFOs, they like adventure too. They like seeing places, outdoors, get out there and see stuff. So they're like, you don't have to capture anything. It's fun just watching you and watching other places you're at. Not that I get a lot of comments, not that I have a lot of followers, but some have said, hey man, you know, you need to do more. We subscribe to your channel. And you ain't doing very much. And it ain't got to be about ghosts. We hear you all the time saying you don't do anything because you never get the ghosts. Well, you don't have to get ghosts. Just do some videos. You capture something, great. If you don't, great. So here I am doing something for the night. Just to put something up for you all. Those that enjoy it. I thank you, by the way. Thank you very much. And if you don't know, you ain't got to hate me. You can just simply click off and go find what you do like and enjoy your life. I mean, I've got certain haters, and I don't understand why they want to spend their life in a bad mood and hating. Well, they can't just, say, okay, I don't like the guy. I'm not going to sit here and be mad. I'm going to go over here and find what I do like. I'm going to enjoy it. So these people got problems. They find people that they don't like and follow them and constantly harass them all the time. You've got a problem if you're doing that. Why do you want to be in a bad mood and stay down and upset and angry? Why don't you go try to find your peace? What's the big deal? I'm talking to the nut job haters. I'm talking to the rest of you all. The rest of y'all are cool. But certain people really hate me, and other YouTube know it's not just me. There's all kinds out there that complain about these things. But if it's the person I'm thinking it is, it applies to a specific group also. However, I'm having a hard time proving that it's not a different person. I may have two haters, not one. I don't know. But anyway, point being is, if y'all, calm down. Don't worry about me. Hate me all you want, but man, not just for me, but for you, your own benefit, your own mental health. Go find your peace. Hate me if you want to, but go listen to music or go watch Bob Ross paint or whatever it is you like. Instead of spending your energy and time being angry at me and others, go find your peace and enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life for your own good. Well, I don't understand why you want to spend all your time mad and hating. I don't watch most YouTube channels. I don't get into most of that stuff. I don't sit there and say, I can't stand you. I mean, there are some YouTubers I don't really like. I don't like their attitudes. But I don't hate them. And I sure don't sit there and harass them and threaten to kill them and everything else and say, you better get out the channel or I'll haunt you or I'll hack you or whatever. That's, I just don't waste my time. I don't hate them that much anyway, but I got other things I want to do, accomplish. Instead of watching their channel, I'll go find a channel I like. Or maybe I'll go listen to music. Stairway to Heaven. I've heard it 10,000 times. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll hear it 10,001 times instead of going to your channel and hating on you. And I'll go listen to it 10,002 times. Whatever. Let me see if I can get you another shot here. And what I'm thinking about, because I keep on forgetting to mention this, woo, wow, boy, I wish y'all could see what I'm seeing. I know this little camera's not giving you the colors. Man, I'm kicking myself for not doing better in life and having professional photo equipment. That is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Man, if you can see the pink and orange I'm seeing right now, and the red, and kind of to the purplish look. Lord Almighty, man. Wow, that is beautiful. I'm sorry you all, I ain't trying to rub it in, but you ain't seeing what I'm saying. This little camera won't pick it up that great. But while it's still just a little bit of light out here, y'all heard me talk about lights in the fields. Remember me talking about, I got that video up about the lights or camera capture, which on the other side is behind me. I talked about lights in the fields, and I mentioned right over there, by the way. I don't know if Mike watches this or not. In front of my home, Mike, if you watch this, buddy, love your channel, by the way. Those coyotes are sitting right along in there. They're, well, what I call coyotes. I don't know what they were. But see, this is where my neighbor stopped in. Now, at the time, this is freshly bush hogged. This field is. Just a few days ago, the farmer bush hogged this. At that time, there was some weeds growing up. And the neighbor stopped in right out here in this field. So we're not far away up that direction somewhere. There's the wildcat camp, the battlefield area. All this up here is Civil War stuff. People seen weird lights in these fields, and they were stopped in these weird lights, talking to my dad and I for a while. And we seen those coyotes. The one that got my spotlight, and they just sit there for like maybe an hour and watched us. And that's it. That's the field. That's another thing I was going to accomplish. I was about to forget to do that. So I turned around with the sun. Okay, the colors are already going away now. It's still beautiful, but it's not as high as it was. It's going down. And that's the way it is, y'all. I don't know what else to say. I'll probably buzz getting in my mouth. Time to go in. Those mosquitoes are starting to get to me. Anyway, y'all, I want to make those points there. Be good. Be careful. I'll try to get more stuff. There's a house out this direction I'm wanting to check out anyway. I'm going to wait till it gets cold because I worry about snakes, bees. I don't feel like getting either one of those, man. That could be a very bad day. And when it's cold out here and frozen, drive my truck up there and kind of explore outside. I can't go in now. It's trespassing. I can park on the side of the road and do a little bit. Now, I don't know. See, this land was sold and bought somebody else. The person owned it before, former neighbors. Fortunately, they passed away. So I don't have the permission to go in places I used to have. So, anyway, y'all. That's some of my thoughts. Try to make this video as long as I could and try to get y'all a little bit of daylight, a little bit of color as best I could. And, I mean, I'll try to, straighten up and do better. I know I've said that before. But I'll try to get more stuff, see if I can find some more locations around here. I can't afford to travel far right now, but more locations that might be interesting. Maybe a graveyard or something. But I'm still waiting, with some things till it gets cold, because I just can't stand the mosquitoes. Anyway, y'all, this is Spooktator Bob. Have a good one. Thank you for watching. And I'm out.